Hey there, how's it going? We are going to be working on your reading in your packet. It's the second reading in your packet. It looks kind of like that one back there with the cool chameleon. That's what it is, I think, right? All right. Do you know? So, what the article is going to be talking about is super animal senses. Do you know how many senses you have, or that we all have? If you said five, that's correct. We have five senses. They are the following: taste, sight, hearing, touch, and smell.
Animals, just like humans, have senses. These senses help them to survive. Chameleons, like the animal in your packet, have what we call super sight. Their two eyes move separately from each other. So one eye can be looking in one direction while the other in another direction. Can you imagine if you could look in two different directions at the same time? Here's what it looks like. Look, one eye is looking forward and the other to the side. Isn't that crazy? Can you try? I don't think so.
Isn't that amazing? Wow. So, I was wondering if you know where our taste buds are. Are they on our feet? Oh, I can't get my foot up there. No. Are they on our elbows? We do elbow bumps now, right? No, they're on our tongues, right? Well, catfish are a kind of fish like this. They're kind of ugly, aren't they? But they have taste buds all over their bodies. They're called swimming tongues. Ew.
All right, parents and kids, for your activity today, we want you to practice the five senses. We want you to try to remember what they are from memory, and you have to write them down twice. So let's do the first one together. All right. So what are the senses? All right. Let's see. Taste. Good. Sight. Another one. Hearing. Touch. And smell. Right. So if you wrote those down, you got it right. So my suggestion would be get a new piece of paper, blank piece of paper. Test yourself again.
Okay, and after you're finished with that activity, we want you to collect 10 objects in your house. Any objects you want. Here's some examples. Scissors, brush for your hair, spoon, what you eat cereal with, a red crayon, a cup, bowl, pencil, paper, towel, comb. These are 10 objects. You can write them on a piece of paper. You can draw pictures of them. After you find 10 objects, you're going to hide the objects in different places in your house. And then you're going to play I Spy. Mom or Dad, you say, I spy scissors. I spy scissors. Your child has to look around the house and find the scissors. Every time your child finds an object, you can mark it off on the paper. So let's practice. Brenda, I spy a TV.
TV. Patrick, do you have a TV?
I don't. No TV.
Okay. Oh. I spy a TV.
Good job. Now I can mark off TV off of my list.
And when it's nice outside, or even if it's a little cool, it's okay to still do this. This is called sound safari. Have you ever been on a safari where you hunt things? That's what you're going to do in this activity. So when you sit down with your parent and talk about the different sounds you hear in your neighborhood. So, Patrick, what are some sounds you hear in your neighborhood?
So sometimes I'll hear the train come by. So
Ooh, a
Pretty
train. Nicole, what's a sound you hear in your neighborhood?
On the corner of my street, sometimes I hear dogs barking.
Yes, okay. And sometimes I hear birds singing in my neighborhood, right? So there are all kinds of things. So what I want you to do after as you talk to your mom or your dad, is make a picture of each of the things that you can think of that you hear when you're outside in your neighborhood, and draw it like this, kind of like a chart, right? And so this is what I've done: birds, a siren, a car, and the wind. And then what you can do is you and your brother and sister and your mom and dad, your grandma and grandpa, whoever, go outside on a sound safari. And whenever you hear one of those sounds, you mark it off. And hopefully you'll hear, hopefully you'll hear all the sounds that you wrote down. And that will be fun, right? And it'll be outside, which is fun too. Okay, that's all for today. So remember, everyone, wash your hands.